talking about the swarms of vicious man-eating sharks that teem in the night sea. I was telling him that if someone were to be thrown in, they died instantly. The adults told me that lie all the time when I was a child. Bad children who lie will be thrown into the sea at night, they'd say.
What is it?
You're looking a little pale, Will. What's wrong? Ha ha ha. Well, didn't you say you have something to give him?
See this for yourself.
Ah, yes, I do. Here, Will, for your hands only. Rippling shell. This is the shell of a ripple snail. It is a good luck charm here on the island. If you hold it to your ear, you can hear the sound of the ocean. Tradition says it contains a prayer for its owner to return home safely, just like how the waves return to shore. Wives give these to their husbands when they head out to sea. That's quite the gift. Oh, did I just say their husbands? Anyway, let's get going. We've got a big day ahead of us. We said our goodbyes to Adeni and returned to Grand Trad. Yufa, you fool!
What should we...
On the ship?
Finally.
So, it all ends tomorrow. I could use some time to collect my thoughts beforehand. Would you care to join me for a bit? Tonight's drink is quite exquisite indeed. I thought we were supposed to be stealing ourselves for tomorrow. A good drink and a quiet moment. These are the best preparations for the heart.
However...
It's been a long road, yes? But tomorrow, we fight to decide the fate of this country. It's a strange notion to contemplate. Previously, I used alcohol to blunt the edge of sorrow's blade. But rather, it was a self-administered poison which I used to hasten my own departure from this world. But as it graces my lips on this night, I find that the flavor has changed completely. Does it taste better now?
Yes.
Quite. As I think on the alcohol becoming a part of my flesh and blood, it permeates that much deeper. Previously, it mattered not when I died, but now that I've dedicated myself to living on for my son, I shall no longer await death, but will endeavor to not waste life. Tomorrow, clutching all that I have left of him, I hope to witness the dawn of a new future for this country. That is my new purpose, the reason I rise each day.
Cheers.
And so tonight, I raise my glass and make a toast to my star of hope. Are you referring to me? When I was resigned to live out my days in that cave, who came to me with renewed hope in tow? Who else could it be but you? And it is not just I whom you've inspired. In addition to my fellow villagers, a great many people now believe in a brighter future, with the only common thread among them being you. Whatever darkness lies before us, I believe the ideals you herald will shine above many.
Surely.
For those who suffer, for those who roam without purpose, and for those paralyzed by inaction, with that light upon their breast, they shall step forward once more.
Now then.
Before we return inside, there's something I would like to give you. Ashen Meteorite Bracelet. It is an amulet from my hometown, crafted from a rock that shimmers even in the total absence of light. Perfect for finding one's way. Parents often give them to their children, hoping the amulet will protect their kin when they cannot. Befitting of our situation, is it not?
Well then.
Now then, let us head back and prepare. An eventful day is ahead of us.
All right then.
Somebody in the kitchen? Or not the kitchen, but somebody in the room.
Hey.
Juna! We're going to finally fighting Luis tomorrow. If you don't mind, there's something I'd like to go before the fight. Will you come with me? here we are.
Hold on a second.
Tomorrow's the battle we put our lives on for the line for. I thought I'd lost Rilla and Fidelio now. I thought I'd let Rilla and Fidelio know. The graves are here, I suppose.
Why?
Why did you choose the church?
Here.
It was here that my sister lived and treated the sick. She saw that work as her atonement. She saved so many lives in the process. Fidelio and Basilio were two of those people. She brought them back from the brink of death. Feels like ages ago now. Rella and Fidelio keep their emotions buried deep, but the love they have for my singing was real, wasn't it? They loved more than that.
No.
Their love wasn't limited to your voice. I wonder if that's true. Sometimes I think singing is all I amount to, and while I'm proud it's made me self-sufficient, it can be a lonely way to live. I guess sometimes I just want to be accepted for who I am as a person, not just a pretty voice.
And?
Why am I spilling my guts like this? I accept you as a person, Juna.
Huh?
Now hold on. You can't just say that kind of thing with a straight face. I call foul. Then again, you did make a promise, remember? You promised we'd make a world where people could listen to me singing with peace in their hearts. And thinking about it, something struck with me. Where would you be in this scenario? Listening from a faraway throne, or would you be by my side? I've been meaning to ask you that, but I kept putting it off. Your answer would feel like our story's ended. I'm not ready for it to be over.
Yep.
So I'll ask you this when this is all truly over. After the day of the hero and you become king, then you can answer me. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks. Now I feel like I can fight with everything I've got tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the performance of a lifetime. I expect you in the audience, Rilla, Fidelio. Well, it's getting late. Let's head back.
Look at this.
Oh, one more thing. I want you to have this and hold it close, so you'll never forget me. Erica Flower bookmark? Whoa! She really got over her fear. This flower used to represent fear and humiliation to me. Once you become king, I hope it comes to mean liberty. One day, this country will balk at the very idea of innocent children turned to slaves. It may not be easy. In fact, many will probably oppose it. But we still have to make it happen. We have to believe in our ideals and continue onward. Well, you feel the same way, don't you? Juna and I went back together discussing our hope for a brighter future. And this night will last forever. This night is like the ending to the third Lord of the Rings movie. It just like keeps going. It keeps fucking going. There's whose scene is next? Here we go.
All right then.
Okay, only Basilio's on this map.
Finally.
Guess this is it. We finally settled things with Luis. Though a sky like this don't exactly feel encouraging and all. Say, you need a breather at all? We could visit the ocean if you like. We'll take a moment to teleport over.
All right.
First time I saw the ocean, you know what I said? God damn, biggest pond I've ever seen! Dill got a good laugh out of that one. Del, Lady Rella, Vinca. I thought we'd always be together. Bleh. I figured I'd already lived my life the way I wanted. Now I got some perspective on it, though there's not much I never did. Somehow, it never really hit me that I could die at any moment. Just like that, everything I'm suddenly end. Even after nearly dying as a kid. Really stupid, aren't I?
Listen.
No, I think that's true for anyone.
Yeah.
Suppose so.
I'll tell.
I think Del wanted to stay by Lady Juna's side for the rest of his days. Never said it, of course, but I could tell. It's always in his eyes when he looked at her. And I'll never see her again. And me, I'll never see Lady Rella again. Never got to tell her how she saved me. How I really admired her. Never told her how I felt about her. and now I never will. I once swore to you, right, that I'd help make a world where everyone could smile and laugh. Lady Rella, Inca, and Del, they were all tangled up in the worst parts of the country. They all suffered for it. This land runs on suffering, and somehow it's all wake and make and ended up fuel for its fires. A crown on your head won't make that easier to change.
It'll be fine.
Nevertheless, I'm going to fight for that change. We've got this, don't we?
Obviously.
Hell yeah! Nobody's gonna keep us down. Nothing happens as fast as you want it to. Lots of people are gonna resent change. It's a scary thing, yeah?
Still.
Still through fear. If we're all wishing for the same thing, that will be a force to be reckoned with. Slow or not, this piece of shite won't. This piece of shite world will change. I only started seeing the light from hanging out with you, so no matter what goes down tomorrow, make sure that crown's yours. Actually, I've another reason for being here today. Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Just brought this. Yeah, take it. Golden perfume cream? It's made of some rare beeswax or something, apparently. They say the scent brings good fortune. Lady Rella had it when she was fixing me up. Gave me a little dab on both cheeks. Said she hoped I could smile again. Hoped my luck would turn. Slum rat like me. So now I'm giving it to you. Hope fortune favors you tomorrow.
All right.
Well, suppose we'd better head back. Big day ahead, yeah? God, so many people.
Even so.
This trip was assuredly a blessing for an engineer like myself.
Now then.
Well, well, tomorrow's the main event itself, eh? I thought it'd be nice to have a bit of a chat before then. How about we go somewhere with a nice view? A quick teleport should do the trick.
Whoa!
Oh, a grand meteor shower, like the sky itself wishing you luck with a dance of stars, eh? It's for your luck too. It's wishing you luck too, isn't it?
Quite.
Ah, bound to be. I'm a Sky's own soulmate, after all. Looking forward to storming the place tomorrow, though I wish it was showering us with dragon crystals. I have mentioned dragon crystals to you before, haven't I? They're the remains of the great magical entity floating high up in the heavens. Sometimes find them crashed down in the mountains. Take those and process them for use in gauntlet runners, you see? It's a semi-biological component.
True.
My dream is to fly to the sky and pluck one straight from the firmament. Was? What do you mean was?
Yep.
Well, now I have gone above the horizon. I've flown, and if I don't stop here, one day the crystals in the heavens will be within reach. But it makes me wonder. I've spent a long lifetime honing my skills and stuffing myself with knowledge. I can't let myself be satisfied with flying alone, can't I? Till now, all my research and products have been for the sake of my dream. The idea of doing it for altruism or public good. Poppycock. Far too abstract for my taste. But this journey, seeing you all work for the people, for a better world, it's gotten under my skin. Burns in me like the same mad passion of most of my ambitious projects. An invention of mine helps someone out there, gives them joy. That's my part in changing this land, eh? It's just like what you and your merry band do, tromping all over and helping all sorts. A change that happens one city at a time, instead of by order or some lofty authority. This world is full of inconveniences and irrationalities, what? Well, my lad, that's what I intend to change. One invention at a time.
Well,
have you already come up with some ideas? Not a one, chum. After all, till now I've rather had a one-track mind for the runners alone. But soon enough, you'll be crowned king, and that'll be that. But you do know the road ahead is only going to be bumpier, don't you? I imagine a grand title like Your Majesty would crush the very backs of most who wore it, and yet you're looking rather forward to it, aren't you? Ah, and that reminds me, there's something I'd like you to have. Dragon crystal specimen? What do you mean by specimen?
Here.
The first dragon crystal I ever found. Shard, really. Not enough magic power to have any practical application. But when I picked it up, that's when my dream hit me. One day I'd go to the skies, and now here we are.
I'll do it.
I'll get you all to Louis tomorrow, no matter what. Make the impossible possible.
Hey.
You hear me, lad? Don't you falter now. After gazing at the stars for a while, Nearest and I returned to the gauntlet runner.
You know something?
Heard you're going to face off against that blighted Luis. Well, I, for one, think you've got him whipped. I'll say, there was something I wanted to tell you. Got a minute?
Hey, so
Remember how I said I had something to tell you? But the education program we founded is really doing aces. Congratulations, I know you've been working really hard.
many thanks.
Thanks. I do admit, I've got my nose to the grindstone a lot lately. Just goes to show, we can make a place for ourselves in the world without stealing and deceiving. You taught me that, you know. It was you who got my friends the opportunity to make a decent living. Some of them even moved to other towns and opened up shop.
What a day.
At this rate, I'm gonna have to take up something new just to keep up. You'll go somewhere new?
What?
Do you mean you're moving? To where?
Right then.
That's a good question. I was thinking maybe somewhere overseas. Now, I've been thinking on another thing I once told you. That with allies fighting in this country, our paths are different, but we've got a common goal. Got a couple of thoughts running loose in my noggin, actually. If you become king, I think I'll journey abroad.
If you want my opinion,
But someone in charge could use some intel from faraway lands. I get that for you. King's gonna need all the help he can get.
Right.
That would be perfect for you, Katarina. I'll be counting on you. Then I'll find out what's good, what's bad, and what's going on in the world and report back. We can solve the world's issues together.
really now.
Word of warning though, don't let this country go to the dogs while I'm gone. If everybody's prancing around all merry-like when I get back, I'll knock you a good one. Won't much care to see if you're ugly mug for long spurts, but better to make myself useful, I suppose. I'm gonna do what I do best. The only payment I want is you watching over me. I'll let you think good and hard on what I mean by that. Sure. Proper daft. I'm out of here. Except for this one thing. There was something everyone made for you, so here you go. Wooden doll sculpture,
I
hell yeah.
present to you.
Read for your thoughts? They try to make it look like you. Not half bad, eh? Everyone brought their best talents to it. That was carving the wood, painting those pretty colours, all that. Well, we could mass produce those dolls. Hey, I can get 2 minutes. Oh, excuse me. Make it a Uchronian specialty item. Like they say, dream big. Tomorrow's battle is only the first piece of that dream. So you better put out all the stops and win. This country's gonna be ours for the building. I spent some time with Katarina, trying not to let her excitement get the best of her.
All right.
Oh, how did this guy sound?
Greetings.
Hey, things have gotten quite interesting. I know you're a busy fellow, but you and I are friends. Could we talk elsewhere for a minute?
Oh?
A candidate to the very end. I can hardly believe it. And I dare say you've made dying for your sake quite worth it. About that. Thank you for doing that. And did it really even do much? Regardless, don't thank me for it. All I did was place my bets on you. You're only planning what to do next after you're king. I'm certain it'll be quite chaotic in this country for some time. Firstly, we'll have the loudmouth chaps haranguing people, scoundrels showing up sordid books by milking our muddled masses before anyone's the wiser. Of course, those scoundrels will have great political and financial interests. You'll have vultures lying in wait round every corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I see.
It's not that I don't have full faith in you, but I just wanted to make sure you knew Utopia wouldn't come knocking anytime soon. But don't worry, I'll leave you to your own devices. Perhaps I'll enter the political arena, be your speaker of sorts. You'll have your political opponents in the years ahead, doing their best to drag you down, undermine your ideals, and line their pockets while they're at it. I figured I'd make use of this silver tongue of mine to uniformly dismantle their schemes and force their timely exit.
Well,
That's reassuring to hear.
Interesting.
I see all their ploys for what they are. A lie for a lie. Stick a bad guy on the bad guys, in other words. My nature has changed not one iota. I am a two-faced trickster who schemes upon and deceives others.
But
even I could truly glimpse the hope you aim to create in this country. So I'll use my lies to support you until the end. Surely these are the sorts of lies my mother would overlook, yes?
moving on.
I'm glad to have met you. Before we part, I have but one word of advice for my future king. If ever an enemy appears insurmountable, tell yourself this. My opponent is strong, but that is all they are. It is fine to fear an enemy's strength, but let not that fear consume you. Steel yourself and remember, the enemy is strong, yet I will prevail.
It's fine.
Determination will be your power. Determination is all you need to break through. It is the weapon you'll wield to seize your tomorrow.
Well then.
And with that, farewell. I leave you with both my parting extolments and my toll for departing penitence. There's a folded envelope tucked underneath the shoulder strap of my bag. Inside was a silver coin I'd never seen before, with an identical design on either side. I felt Alonzo's candor, a man of many faces now unmasked. Reflecting on the strange way we'd met, I left the club. Everybody in the club getting Alonzo.
You've come.
Now I hear you're a rather difficult path ahead of you. But I'm happy wait, what was this fucking... I'm happy you came to see me despite it all. You've come this way, so what say we have ourselves a wee chat? Oh, right. He's like a little Scottish, I think? Scottish. The
Truth
is, ever since the attack from the human, the townspeople have slowly but surely come around to participating in the security activities. Consider that a great welcome change, but...
What happened?
It's worrying you. I am worried. The security policies, the methods of self-government, all that needs buy-in from the people. We need everyone's voices to both speak and be heard. The hope is we can find a compromise along all the different opinions and then make a change. It's not easy lending such an affair, let me tell ya.
It'll be fine.
You can do it, Barton. I know you can.
Thank you truly.
Thank you for the support. You're no stranger to what I'm talking about, are you?
I haven't a choice.
A king chosen by the people will be different from any other king we've ever had. Every citizen it'll expect something from you, and you'll feel a duty to live up to that expectation. This country is made up of allied states. The major city has a capital of each state, but now they all exist under one nation. Each region has their own rich and complex history, and cultures. The wish of the people are all so different.
Yeah.
And you'll be king of all this. How do you think you're going to possibly hear all the people's opinions?
I
suppose my only option is to go around and solicit their opinions in earnest. Well, at least you've got the right intentions. considering your position and the number of subjects involved, it ain't the most practical thing.
You know,
That's what I think. A single king cannot possibly listen to each and every one of his subjects. However, if you take a look at the country by region and town, you'll find people such as myself. I can govern this town according to whatever your kingly wishes may be. I can collect my people's opinions and transmit them to you. So that way, the king and the people can have a direct connection to each other. You just need other leaders to follow suit. That's an excellent idea. You're just reciting basic hierarchy? Basic hierarchy? I believe you'll be a righteous king, and many others behind you too. That said, some only follow whoever they think will come out strongest. Mayhaps some follow you out of fear, just as with Luis. You've a duty towards them just as any other, though. No doubt you'll have days where you just want to run away.
on the other hand,
And on those days, remember this. There are those who are determined to walk with you through thick and thin.
don't you worry.
Believe in and support you. And they'll be correct when you err. And little by little, you'll look back and see more and more people behind you.
Have a look.
Now that reminds me, townspeople wanted to give you this too. Desert glass lantern, nice. The fused glass and sandworm husk to make this. It's a specialty household item unique to Montera. Everyone here makes use of it. In fact, they hope to make production of this major industry in Montera. Our artisans practice pretty hard these days. You just watch. My city's gonna flourish under your rule. Spent some time reassuring Barton, who was overcome with emotion. Oh, that's everyone? Sick.
All right. Where to?
Let's go.
Now, where was...
Told more about my final battle with Luis tomorrow. I see. So at last we have reached the final battle for the throne. Luis is a foe more fearsome than any you have faced. Do you truly believe you can defeat him?
Leave it to me.
I know I'll win. I know I will.
Yes.
Good. Spoken like a king to be. In striving toward the apex of all archetypes, you've surely marked yourself as worthy of rule. If you were to take the throne, that would thusly end my imprisonment under the last king's decree.
I have faith in you.
I trust that you'll win. We must, if I am ever to know freedom again, however selfish a reason that is.
That's...
But any other possible king could free you just as easily, right?
But even so...
Even if they could, any other king might only condemn me as the past king did. I and those who believe such ideals could be easily imprisoned once more.
How delightful.
To finally be allowed back into the world I've dreamed of. Ah, but under your reign, it will seem a new world altogether. Perhaps you saw phantoms in my image throughout your travels, but that's all they were. Through all this, I remained locked in this prison. I wish I could travel the lands again, as I did in my youth. What extraordinary sights I would see.
Indeed.
First to the royal capital Grand Trad. I would be content to watch the people go about their daily lives. Then off to Brylehaven, by way of Martyra. That sounds like a familiar path. And so it should. After all, the tales of your journey have inspired me so much. I wish I could travel at your side. If the chance existed, no matter how slim, I'd take it. Though I suppose that's a dangerously insolent proposal for a king to be.
Please.
Still, once you are king, if you decide to tour the country or return to the road, please, allow me to join you. Sounds good to me.
I thank you.
Thank you. To walk a country born anew, together with its new king, is like a dream. My heart bursts with anticipation. And that reminds me, it is far too early to prepare for our trip together, but let me give you this. White Raven
What
Flail.
say you?
For all you have learned, for graduating from your studies in academia, I award you this diploma. Let its white wings mark your flight from this bookish rest.
I can hardly wait.
Now, once you leave this place, we shall remain apart for a short while. But I look forward to seeing you again soon.
Do make yourself at home.
I don't know how I got these things, but I did. Summon Fury, nice. And Tyrant.